look at these tiny seeds I found. What do you think will happen if we plant this?
It could grow into a juicy tomato, a crunchy carrot, or even a giant pumpkin. What do you guys think?
See, that's the magic of gardening. You plant something small, you take good care of it, and it grows into something amazing.
And today, we're going to discover how school gardens can help students like you learn about farming, food, and fun.
So grab your shovels and watering cans.
Because it's time for
Youth in Agri Talk Show!
We're on a mission to make agriculture as cool as it gets. Our goal is to spice up the world of farming, making it not just interesting and engaging, but also bringing the excitement and relevance of agriculture to students in basic education.
Today's episode is about the incredible impact of school and home gardens and their important role in promoting food security in our communities. So, get ready and join us in Growing the Future,
The power of school and home gardens.
Hello to our viewers in Cambodia, Thailand, Laos PDR, Singapore, Malaysia, and other Southeast Asian countries and beyond. We have a really interesting episode for you today because we will be sharing with you a school garden activity that we do in the Philippines to help make school children interested in farming.
Do you guys know how we do that?
The Philippines Department of Education has a Gulayan sa Paaralan program or GPP. Gulay in Filipino means vegetable, while Paaralan means school. So, Gulayan sa Paaralan means vegetable gardening in the school. Students are urged to engage in activities such as sowing the land, transplanting seeds, watering crops, and harvesting. This helps students like you appreciate the importance of agriculture.
Do you know that SEARCA has been supporting this program since 2016? We have worked with the Department of Education Laguna and the University of the Philippines Los Baños in the School Plus Home Gardens project. The project complemented GPP through its on-the-ground activities and assisted 122 schools, trained more than 200 teachers, and empowered 30 communities. Today, we have a special guest who could share the impact of school and home gardens.
He is a public servant, health professional, and a social impact entrepreneur currently serving as the Philippines Department of Education Assistant Secretary for Operations. He is a medical doctor, a registered nurse with master's degrees in business and public management.
Boys and girls, youth from around the globe, let's all welcome our special guest for today's episode, Assistant Secretary of the Department of Education, Dr. Dexter Galban.
Hello, ASIC Dexter. Welcome to our show.
Hello, Zam and Kim, and hello to our viewers as well. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of your show.
ASIC Dexter, we are so honored to have you in our show. Can you tell us more about the Gulayan sa Paaralan program?
Absolutely. The Department of Education, or DepEd, leads the implementation of the Gulayan sa Paaralan program, or the School Garden program, for elementary and high school learners. And this activity allows them to learn more about vegetable gardens and enjoy a fun and exciting experience planting vegetables while also focusing on feeding them nutritious and healthy meals.
I totally agree with you, ASIC Dexter. I witnessed in several schools where SEARCA helped develop gardens that the students are really excited to watch the planted seed grow into a delicious vegetable that they can eat.
That's great! But let me also add that gardening can teach young learners about responsibility, patience, and caring for the environment. Also, by planting, watering, and caring for their plants, they learn the basics of farming and develop essential skills that will benefit them for a lifetime. Moreover, in Gulayan sa Paaralan, learners develop a deep appreciation for the farmers' efforts to grow the fruits and vegetables that they see in markets and grocery stores. it also encourages them to value the source of their food.
It's inspiring to see young students learning about farming and appreciating our farm heroes. So kids, our farmers are heroes. They help us produce the food that nourishes us.
Welcome back, everyone. You are still watching SEARCA Youth in Agri Talk Show.
We have some questions for Asik Dexter from our young viewers from the different Southeast Asian countries. The first question is from the Philippines.
What are the best plants to plant as a beginner gardener?
Wonderful question. If you're a beginner gardener, there are several easy vegetables to grow. Leafy greens like kangkong or water spinach and alugbati, Malabar spinach, thrive in hot weather and keep regrowing when you pick the leaves. Tomatoes and okras love sunlight, while eggplant is also a very good choice. And don't forget herbs like basil, mint, and lemongrass, all of which are very easy to cultivate and enhance the flavor of your food. Additionally, I want to share that a 2023 study by the International Institute of Rural Reconstruction Philippines found that common root and tuber crops in school gardens include sweet potato, taro, and radish. For fruit-bearing plants, schools typically grow papaya, calamansi, and banana blossoms. Meanwhile, yard-long beans or sitaw are very popular legumes in these gardens. Just make sure that your garden spot is sunny enough, that the soil is good, and you are up for a good start.
Thank you for answering that question, Asik Dexter. I myself have tried planting some of these crops, and I'm sure that the students will really enjoy planting and harvesting. Let's move on to our next question.
Why do some vegetables have flowers and some don't?
Well, flowers actually play an important role in seed production. And for many crops, like tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers, the edible part is the seed or the fruit that develops after pollination. Interestingly enough, some vegetables, such as broccoli and cauliflower, are actually the flowers that we harvest and consume before they are even fully open. But not all vegetables come from flowers. Some are roots, like carrots and potatoes, stems like asparagus, or leaves like spinach and lettuce. And these plants don't need flowers to produce the parts that we actually get to eat.
So aside from the color and aesthetic they bring, flowers attract pollinators like bees, butterflies, and birds to ensure that we have fruits and vegetables to harvest. Asik Dexter, we have another question from a student from Cambodia.
Today I have one question. How can I encourage my parents to set up a garden at our home?
Good initiative. Starting a garden is a wonderful project, and getting your parents on board needs preparation and enthusiasm. First, do your homework by researching plants that thrive in your area, creating a garden plan, and at the same time, estimating the costs. When you talk to your parents, focus on the benefits of the garden and emphasize your willingness to take on responsibilities in planting, watering, and harvesting. If space is an issue, suggest starting small with container gardening. Gardening is a wonderful experience, and with some planning and persuasion, you'll hopefully be enjoying your own garden very soon.
We hope that your parents let you set up your gardens at home, kids. Thank you to the enthusiastic students from the Philippines and Cambodia for their participation. Before we move on to the last two questions from our young viewers, we would like to share some pictures of vegetables and fruits. Asik Dexter, please help us explain to our viewers the vitamins and nutrients that they can get from these crops. Here's our first photo.
Here we have guavas. Guavas have many health benefits. They have fibers that promote healthy digestion, and interestingly enough, guavas contain more vitamin C than oranges, helping our bodies fight germs and become stronger.
Wow, so instead of snacking on junk foods, kids can just snack on some guavas. You can eat without even peeling it. Just make sure that they are washed properly. Next photo we have.
Okay, here we have tomatoes, which are packed with vitamins and nutrients. They have vitamin A to help keep our eyes healthy and strong, and vitamin C to help us boost our immune system. Like guavas, tomatoes also have fiber that helps our tummy health. It also has lycopene, which keeps our skin healthy, and potassium, which keeps our hearts strong.
I suppose we can consider tomatoes to be superfruits. Now, let's move on to our next crop.
Well, now we have squash. Like the fruits we've seen earlier, squash is also full of vitamins A and C, which help keep our eyes healthy and strengthen our bodies, making us less likely to get sick. Squash also has fiber to help our tummy work smoothly and keep us feeling full.
Thanks for sharing, Asik Dexter. I'm sure our young viewers will enjoy squash since they are tasty, easy to prepare, and has great health benefits. Let's see our next crop.
Well, this is getting interesting. This is okra, or in the Philippines, okra. It might look a little different, but it's a healthy vegetable to try. It also has lots of fiber and vitamins A and C. Plus, it also has magnesium and folate that will help you grow strong. And don't get intimidated. I'm sure your parents can cook okra in delicious dishes.
See kids, you should try okra. It may be a bit slimy, but it helps all the other yummy stuff in your tummy slide around and get digested. Now, let's move on to another fascinating vegetable.
And of course, we have bitter gourd. And bitter gourd may have a bitter taste, but when cooked with tasty ingredients, it can actually be enjoyable. It's high in fiber and packed with vitamins and minerals, making it beneficial for your health. And even if it's bitter, giving it a try can be good for you.
Thank you, Asik Dexter, for sharing these health benefits of these vegetables and fruits. I hope this encourages you, children, to eat them as these are all commonly found in the garden.
Now, let's go back to the students' questions. Here's another student from Cambodia.
How does the gardens help families save money on groceries?
Well, growing your own food in a garden can help your family save a lot of money at the grocery store. Instead of buying expensive fruits and vegetables, you can actually grow them yourself for much cheaper. Plus, once you have a garden, you might not feel like grabbing takeout or buying pre-made meals as much because you'll have fresh ingredients ready to go.
These school and home gardens not only help students become healthier but also ease parents' grocery budgets. I think all of us would want to establish our own gardens, right?
Yes, May. There are so many advantages to having your own garden. Prices in the market are already soaring. I can imagine having a garden and cooking as many vegetables as I want instead. Asik Dexter, now we have arrived at our last question.
We already have a garden in our school, but the children love animals. Can we add some animals to our school?
First and foremost, congratulations on having your school garden. It's great that kids love animals, but adding them to the garden requires very careful planning. Chickens, rabbits, ducks, and even bees and butterflies are the popular choices. The chickens and ducks can produce eggs and help with pest control. Bees and butterflies can help with pollination. But the rabbits, while they are cute and cuddly, might actually eat all the crops. Maybe you could have a small fenced-off area just for the animals so that they don't hurt the crops. We also need to take good care of the animals. It's a cool idea, but we need to plan it really well first.
As an animal lover myself, I wanted to have a chicken or two in my imaginary garden.
Well, I really hope your garden materializes soon, Kim.
You know what's wonderful about these learners is that they ask the right questions to which people should know the right answers.
That's true, Asik Dexter. It's their eagerness to learn about gardening that really made this episode more exciting and fun.
Asik Dexter, we would like to thank you again for joining us today. This has been a fruitful discussion thanks to your invaluable knowledge. Any parting words for our viewers?
Well, first and foremost, thank you very much for having me, SEARCA. And to all of our viewers watching right now, I invite you all to plan together so that we can all grow the future together. It's time to grow, grow, grow your school garden.
Thank you so much, sir. This episode just shows the importance of school and home gardening in our students' health and well-being and the community. So, Kim, what vegetables will you plant?
I think I will start with tomatoes and chili peppers. What about you guys? If you could grow any vegetables in your garden, what would they be? Drop your answers in the comments below and feel free to share their names in your local languages too.
Yes, tell us. I'm excited to see how many different vegetables we can name. So, Kim, Asik Dexter, and kids, that's all the time we have for today. We hope you enjoyed our show and see you all again on our next episode of
Youth in Agri Talk Show!
Bye, guys!
In fiscal year 2023-2024, SEARCA intensified its efforts to help agricultural families in Southeast Asia build sustainable and resilient livelihoods. Our core programs are the engines driving this mission. Aligned with the UN SDGs, our efforts target 7 crucial areas to pave the way toward 5 transformative outcomes. We focused on providing scholarships and training to cultivate leaders in agricultural and rural development, or ARD, with combined funding from SEARCA and partner institutions. Furthermore, we facilitated institutional development in higher education, most notably through 2 major capacity building projects, of which Level Up HEIFR had many tangible outcomes. SEARCA also fostered internationalization of higher education by participating in multi-country networks. SEARCA also leveraged innovative programs to spark youth interest and participation in agriculture. With a focus on research that shapes policy, we delved into critical areas like agricultural management systems, sustainable food systems, climate resilience, and modernizing agricultural education. We conducted research projects aimed at enhancing existing mechanisms, pathways, and frameworks. We also crafted roadmaps for local industries, ensuring clear plans, alignment, priorities, resources, and continuous improvement within supportive policies. Moreover, SEARCA engaged in targeted outreach to help shape a supportive legal framework for agri-biotech. To enable wider access and boost agricultural productivity, SEARCA supported innovative solutions in aquaculture, crowd farming, and decision support. We also implemented agri-mechanization and agri-robotics education with universities, and developed digital platforms to drive collaborative innovation in agriculture. Meanwhile, SEARCA's 2-pronged approach to climate action consisted of promoting carbon neutrality and implementing projects to strengthen climate resilience. SEARCA invested in the future of ARD by providing scholarships and other academic grants, as well as research and innovation funding. SEARCA also led projects that fostered diversified production systems and encouraged healthier dietary habits. Leveraging the knowledge gleaned from our core programs through publications and knowledge events, fueled by responsible financial management, streamlined operations, and a network of ever-expanding and robust partnerships, SEARCA pushes forward in helping transform Southeast Asia's agriculture toward a better, bigger, and smarter future.